top shelf bets, our favorite bets for Tuesday, February 22nd. We'll start with you. You're targeting something in Nashville. They're plus 170, traveling to Florida, minus 200. The over-under here, 6.5. Predators struggling lately. I think it was 4 in a row they've dropped. The Panthers are still the Panthers, just an absolute force to be reckoned with, and one of the Stanley Cup favorites, deservingly so. But you're looking at the total here.
Yeah, so as we've discussed previously, we expected this regression from Nashville, and we are getting it now. So it's not that big of a surprise in terms of them not putting up the wins. They did play a very loose defensive game against the Hurricanes, which is a break from their usual. But we also have to consider that game really opened up once they got behind 2-0. So those things, we always need to adjust for those things, where how the game changes, and how the score impacts the rest of the game. I think we reached a point of the season now where the Panthers overs are getting too inflated. We rode them up to this point, but it's looking like it's time to sell off on that now. Bobrovsky's excellent season has been overshadowed by the Panthers' offensive prowess here, but Florida is starting to play well defensively in front of him as well. The game scores don't indicate it, but as I always preach, the final scores can lag behind what is actually unfolding on the ice. In this case, if we do get Bobrovsky against Saros, I want to be on the under against what should be an inflated total price here.
Yeah, definitely interested there, and interested to see where the, especially at home, where these Panthers totals end up for the rest of the season, because of just how well they were cashing towards the over to start. I do have a little bit of interest in Nashville, because I think when you're getting a goaltender like Juice Saros at a number like this, you're always going to give it a second look. We'll see where the number goes, but it's probably Nashville, the under. That's where I'll be looking. My favorite bet, actually my least favorite bet, but my best bet on the board is the Seattle Kraken plus 120 home underdogs. Wait, against. I have to do it. I just have to do it. It's so bad. They're on a back-to-back, and they're a bad team, but the New York Islanders at minus 140 on the road. How can you justify that number right now? 2 of their last 3 games, a loss to Buffalo, then they beat the Bruins in an impressive win, but the Bruins were without Brad Marchand and had Linus Ullmark in goal. And then they lose to the Montreal Canadiens. Their numbers, their underlying metrics show that they probably deserve maybe a little bit better in a couple of those games. However, the Islanders are a team that will show up in some games and just have absolutely nothing offensively. And it's so obvious from the jump. This is one of the worst finishing teams in the league. They don't generate a lot. And Seattle's been good defensively. What we know is Philip Grubauer has really struggled in net. He'll be in goal for Seattle tomorrow. That's not great, but the Islanders aren't the type of team to exploit that issue, I don't think. So give me Seattle. I think you're getting as a home underdog against a team like the Islanders who, like, let's face it, their season's over. This could be a team that just ends up playing out the string and is going to be a pretty good bet against team if they keep getting these prices put next to them as over the second half of the season, because not only are the Islanders really flawed right now, but they're not playing for much as it happens. So unfortunately, sometimes in betting, you got to wear the black hat. You got to have a cold, hard heart. And that's what I'm doing, betting against my Islanders with the Seattle Kraken at plus 120. Anything for you on this one?
We should see Grubauer and Ned, like you mentioned, and Sorokin, I think has been confirmed now. Mm-hmm. So probably nothing on this game for me. We'll see how far or if the Islanders drift in the morning, which would give me interest in Seattle. But for now, I'll pass unless if either side gets into range for me in the morning.